The 20th Annual Family Service and Children's Aid 5K Run for Fun, Bruce Inosencio. Hi, Bruce.
Art, how are you?
Good, nice to see you.
Great to see you as well. Thanks for having us again. Appreciate it.
Again, because Bruce, 20 years ago,
20 years.
came up with this idea.
Right.
I think you were the board president of
Right.
FSCA.
Yeah, I was the board president and I was outgoing, and I said, before I leave, I'd like to see the group commit to getting the word out there more about what the location was and where we were and who we were. And I said, let's just do a small fundraiser specifically to dress up the building a little bit and put a sign on it so people knew we were. And it evolved into this 5K, and we've been doing it for 20 years. I'm really proud of the fact that my firm has been the sponsor of the event for the last 20 years, the primary sponsor, not the sole sponsor, but the primary sponsor. A lot of people at my office have worked at the event over the years, as have many of my family members, helped with various tasks along the way to make it a great event. So.
Yes, I was almost going to introduce you as the father of Jacob Inosencio, because he's been here way more times than you.
Yeah, he's been on quite a bit. I see that, but he's a busy guy, and he's doing great stuff in the community. So it's good to see him on here from time to time.
Inosencio Fisk, the law firm that Bruce is talking about, that is the sponsor. You've got some other sponsors helping you out?
Yeah, we have some other sponsors as well. I don't know who we ended up getting locked in, which is one of the nice things about having been the race director of this event for 20 years, is that enough other people have been involved now and have taken over certain roles that I don't have to do everything. The first year, I wasn't really good at delegating all of the tasks, and I've gotten better at that over the years. So certain people are handling sponsorship. We have a lot of employees at the agency that will be there on race day to handle registration, and it'll be a great event. We're using the same course that Jake used, that I came up with for the Grow-Jackson Groundhog Gallop. We like being downtown, but because of the construction downtown underneath the railroad crossings, the bridges, that really screwed up our route from last year and in the previous year. So we thought,
before that.
Yeah, right. So we decided to go out to Parkside this year. And what's nice is you're not on the road at all. You just run around behind Parkside, head to the Falling Waters Trail, go out and back. And one of the things that I really liked about the Groundhog Gallop this year, taking that course, was as the lead runners are coming back, the runners that are further back in the pack like me are seeing them and are cheering them on, and vice versa. So it's nice. It's a great event, and you get to see more people that way as opposed to just looking at people's backs the whole time. So great camaraderie. ORS is a huge proponent this year of the series. Again, it's their series, and they've been very helpful. Experience Jackson's been very helpful in promoting the event as well. So a lot of great organizations in the community have come together to benefit a great organization in family service and children's aid.
You actually have run in this event several times.
I have. I would say I've probably run in 15 of them. There are a couple of years I took off for various reasons. I'm pretty sure the first year I did not run it because our third son, Carter, was born like the day before or something like that. So I ended up running the event, quote unquote, as the director, and then heading back up to the hospital to be with Kelly. So that was a little chaotic for the first year because of that, but all's well that ends well.
Does that make you feel older? Carter now is first year in college, right?
Right, yeah. He just finished his last class at U of M first freshman year the other day, and it's hard to believe that we've been doing this 5K for the entire, his entire life.
I think the last one was in March. In fact,
right.
The last two.
Yeah, so what ended up happening was we had the pandemic come into 2020, and it was Wednesday or Thursday when things started shutting down, and we had not been given any type of direction. So we said, let's go ahead and go with a 5K. And I remember that Saturday was the very first time I used the phrase social distancing. And I said, we're going to socially distance the start. And I said, all right, everyone spread out. And it's a chip timed run, so it doesn't matter when you cross the start line or the finish line. And so everybody spread out, and we started, and it worked out great.
Yeah. It was the last event the community had before the lockdown.
Right.
And then last year it was a little nicer weather, but
right.
Yeah. So this year we're hopeful that there's Josh and Andy. Josh has been running in every one of these events.
He has been, and he's setting a high bar. He's been moving pretty fast, and he's a big guy, so it kind of inspires me to try to get faster.
Are you going to run this year?
I will run this year. Yep, I've been running. I'm training right now for another event, and some of my friends, I'm trying to get them to come out there and join me and run the 5K.
Well, you're pretty much a threat yourself. You've run the how many marathons? The Boston Marathon, I know.
I think probably 11 marathons. Boston 3 times, so I have one coming up at the end of May, and I have not been training for that as much as I should, but I'm smart enough to know my limitations, and so I'll just run it, doing the best that I can under the circumstances. I'll enjoy it that way.
You told me before the show you've been out running, but there's going to be quite a few people probably that are maybe hesitant about getting in this race because it's been so cold and miserable. Yep. Any hints on getting back into it?
Yeah, come out anyway. This is a run for fun. There will be some people that want to go out fast, and go ahead and let them. We put them at the front of the course, at the front of the group that starts out. And then we put walkers in the back, and we put slower runners in the middle. And everyone just goes out and they do their own thing. And that's one of the nice things about the running community in Jackson. There's a lot of camaraderie. And people that are at the front still applaud and appreciate the people that are bringing up the rear a little bit better, a little bit more. And it's still a fun event, and you'll enjoy it. It's going to be a great day. It's always a lot of fun and a lot of good stories. Everyone will always say that they ran faster than what they really did.
Yeah, and it might be warm enough that Ben Otts would take his shirt off.
If it's 20 degrees or warmer, Ben will take his shirt off. Sure, I'm positive.
Yeah, there he is. They're serious.
That's the only time I think I've actually seen Ben wearing a shirt while running, except for high school track. I'm pretty certain.
Well, I think maybe the shirt slows him down. He's one of our community's elite runners. Mm-hmm. So, and that really for you to have, as a race director, to have the elite runners come out, that says something for the event. It is.
We have some really fast people, and then we have some people that aren't as fast, and that's fine. It is supposed to be a run for fun. But it's nice that we're offering an opportunity, and not just our event, but the other races in the race series that ORS sponsors, that there are some really neat courses and some events later in the summer that are aligned with the Rose Run and 4th of July. And so this is just one of the ways you can say, hey, let's kick off spring and let's get back out there and let's start getting active again and getting people in the community back in shape and doing it with your family. I mean, we have a team event that you can register together, and then you're scored as a team, the top 2 people in your team. So Jake and I will hopefully we can do that this year, and I can drag him down again like I have in years past.
So you're running with instead of against him?
Well, you don't necessarily run together, but your times are averaged, and that's the team time, the top 2 in the team. So
Ben won't need one, but there's shirts for other participants.
Right. Yeah, we do have a bunch of shirts ordered, and we should be all set. We're excited about the design this year, and it should turn out great.
Now, Family Service, Children's Aid, I think just about every one of the events are for charities or organizations. What is the need right now at FSCA?
Well, Family Service has always been one of the largest nonprofits in the community, and they serve a variety of constituents and stakeholders. So, one of the reasons I got involved at the outset is because I was involved with Shelley Milligan's group Breakout. And Breakout Drug Education, we merged with Family Service, and it just kind of worked out that way. And so Breakout's a great organization within the umbrella of FSCA. They're out in the community talking to students about the importance of understanding alcohol awareness, drug awareness, making good decisions, and the impact when you don't make good decisions. Another thing that Family Service and Children's Aid does is adoption. They're really big in promoting adoption, and it's amazing to me how many different people are involved in that agency in this community and the lives they've touched and the people they've helped, well beyond the 20 years that I've been involved, but certainly during those 20 years. I'm proud to be part of it, even though I'm not on the board anymore. Just to have a minimal role in helping that group go forward is a fantastic experience for me. So proud of that.
Great. We'll see you on Saturday, April 30th at the middle school at Parkside. But sign up now. I think we've got more than 100 people already signed up.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Go to Run Sign Up. You'll find it.
Good to see you, Bruce. Thank you.
Good to see you. Hey, thanks for having me.
You bet. With the Family Service and Children's Aid 5K Run for Fun, part of the ORS running series, Bruce Inosencio. More to come on